it's a graph button. It's actually another freeware alternative, and that's actually the first thing on the list because I suspected that was going to be the biggest answer. Microsoft Office, this is a comparison of different commercial products to the freeware alternatives. And the prices of a single license. These are estimates because, of course, retailers might vary, deals, whatever. And especially, we're also not looking at actual site licenses. We're looking at single licenses, single computers. Microsoft Office, which I'm actually using, which is fine. I don't use OpenOffice. I don't use all freeware, but Microsoft Office is $100 to $200 for a single license. OpenOffice is free. It has all the same features. They have the different individual programs, but they're just clones of it. And Adobe Photoshop. I would love to use that, and of course make some high school teachers really mad if I did use it, because a lot of them would like to use it, and I would teach the kids before they got to teach them. But I use a program called GIMP, which has the same features plus a couple of expanded features that you can't necessarily get. You can actually do things on the scripting side that you can't do with Photoshop. It's $400 for Photoshop. It's free for GIMP. 3D Studio Max is $300 to $400. Google, our friends at Google created SketchUp, which is a program that does the same kinds of things, 3D modeling. It's a little bit less robust. It's simpler, and the reason they created it was so that you could create the buildings that go in the 3D layer in Google Earth, but you can use it for all these other applications you might use 3D Studio Max for. It also you have access to a thing called Google Warehouse, which allows you to access lots and lots of different designs other people have made, so that you can incorporate it into your students' work, or your students can incorporate it, or they can edit it, so you can actually kind of remix other things. Last one on here is the Logic Vision Class Kit, which I think is a wonderful product. It's computer lab management. I think if you don't have computer lab management software in your computer lab, you're going to be in trouble because students will find a way. But it allows you to, of course, see what's on people's computer screens on all your student stations. It allows you to take control of it. You can show, I can show a PowerPoint directly onto their screens. I can basically take control and what they're looking at, or I can tell them what not to look at and block them out. Question.
That last one that you were talking about, would this work with wireless?
I'm not positive.
Yeah, it does.
I think it would, because you could. It's just a matter of importing the IP addresses. But I haven't worked with it with wireless, so I don't really know. But at any rate, I don't have the money to spend on that. Unfortunately, I don't have the budget that some some schools might get. It's $900 for a classroom license. Now it's probably a small price to pay in the long run, but I actually can't afford it. I use a program called Untitled, which is an open source freeware program, and it actually does the same thing, except it doesn't come with this little device that you can actually push buttons to control, and it sometimes crashes. That would be a drawback to that. That would be maybe something you would consider with yours. But it's a good fix for me because it saves me money. I use Untitled, and I would say it's helped me out a whole bunch. Oh yeah, sorry. Let's see where we're at. Does your school or district already use freeware? So answer this as best you can. You might or might not know. You might personally use it in your classroom. Your district might not support it. I don't advise that, but does your district support it, I guess is what I should have said. You guys are getting quicker at clicking. And I'm going to try to get a little bit quicker through the slides so we can get to the good stuff. All right, we're at 84, 85. All right, due to the decreasing rate, I am going to jump ahead. can see. Okay, 44% said yes. So we're off to a good start. You know, there's a freeware introduced in most of your counties. That sounds pretty good. Some people aren't sure, 15%, and 28% no. All right, let's see. I have to press this again. Here's some actual examples I use in my class. GIMP I've told you a little bit about, and I'll actually show you some of these in just a minute. Storytelling Alex, it's an animation and a programming software application. It actually is kind of like JavaScript, except visual. Makes it very easy for students to pick up, especially middle school students to pick up on animation or on programming. Pivot stick figure animator, you might have seen some examples at the beginning. This one's a very, very, very popular program with my students. Almost too popular sometimes. Art Range, also a very popular one. This is a paint simulation program for all you art teachers. I actually teach digital arts, so I love it. But for all you art teachers who want to simulate traditional media, get paint, pencil, charcoal, crayon. It's actually a limited shareware kind of thing, but you can still get some nice features for free. Squirrels Morph, for those who might do a morphing project, it allows you to morph two pictures. For those who don't know what morphing is, I will show you in a few. Squirrels Reflections is by the same company. I actually found them because I found Squirrels Reflections because of Squirrels Morph. I was looking for a morphing project idea, and I found another project idea. It allows you to create water reflections, animated ripples, which is pretty nice on still images, and the newer version allows you to do it on video. Photo Story, a lot of people probably know about Photo Story. It's actually a Microsoft program. It allows you to create a photo slideshow, much like you would get in a PowerPoint, except you can get these dramatic pans, and you can add music, you know, make a really dramatic story, add narration. It's great for telling a story in a language arts class or doing a book report for reading, things like that. Picasa, it's a graphics photo collection organization tool, and you can also do some simple editing, things like red eye removal, cropping, things like that. And that one I believe is Google. No, you just remind me. I was looking over there. What's wrong? Thank you. Yes, you do very good at that. Okay.